At age like 4 or 5, I didn't know what anime was. I just saw these cartoons and noticed they were different from my usual programs. They looked like that Dragon Ball Z show my brothers and uncles watched. Fun fact, my earliest memory of Dragon Ball Z was getting kicked out of their room when they were watching Goku fight Majin Buu. To be fair, I was that stupid kid who would ask questions over and over. I would kick me out too. But anyway, around this time, I would watch series like Sonic X, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and a little later, Bakugan. So let's talk about that. I used to play Sonic Advance a lot at my cousin's house. I really loved that game. Just some mind-numbing button mashing. So a Sonic show was right up my alley. But Sonic X was nothing like the game. I used to be confused watching it. Like, who is this little pussy boy Chris?
Chris. Cope.
From what I remembered, Sonic came to Earth and met this kid, who saved him from drowning. Then they fight Eggman every episode, for whatever reason. Then they eventually go to space. Why? I don't know. Maybe I should rewatch it, maybe it's good, maybe I should touch grass instead, I don't know. But that show had me glued to my seat as a kid, until I went outside to run around like an idiot.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
It's Clefairy!
Pokemon was a fun series. I used to think these were some grown-ass adults fighting with little monsters. Did you know they're like 10? Which makes sense because Misty acted like a little shit a lot of the time. Brock is like 15, which is a little weird. I thought he was so funny, but now I know he's just a simp. It was weird to me whenever Ash would switch out the girls in his group. Dude just had Misty and now he's rizzing up Max's sister. I remember having a crush on Dawn as a kid. Now I like real women. Like Yor. I guess most of my fond memories are playing in the backyard with this Pokeball and this little Charmander plush. Neither were mine. I just took them out of the chest with old toys. Someone in my family had a yellow Pokemon game that I wasn't allowed to touch. My older brother had a folder filled with cards I also wasn't allowed to touch. Fucking nerds at my house, man.
It's time to
Instead of watching Yu-Gi-Oh, I would mostly play with my cards. I had a few packs from the market or Kmart. They were your run-of-the-mill starter packs. But I did have a Dark Magician card, which is like a good card, right? And also I had a Blue Eyes White Dragon, which apparently are worth some good money nowadays. That card is buried somewhere at my old house, so I guess I gotta break in. I didn't know how to play properly. I would just make up my own shit with the little knowledge I had from the show, which wasn't much. Remember that dual disc toy? I wanted that so bad, but my parents didn't have money or they hated me, so I had to make my own out of cardboard and cry myself to sleep. Eventually, Bakugan became a large part of my childhood. I was so enthralled with this series. I wanted to be a Bakugan battle brawler so bad, and then one day you just could. Bakugan toy commercials were on all the time. These things were everywhere, and one day the new coolest toy was in my possession. And these weren't some pussy boy Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards. These cards were bigger, with a magnet inside, so the Bakugan can actually roll and transform on the card, just like in the show. I had a Drago, that's all that mattered to me. I don't remember the rest, but here's some I happen to still own. What a cool idea for a toy. Whoever made the anime knew what they were doing, dog. They were sitting on a gold mine. I salute them for taking our money.
Whoops, sorry about that.
on Tsunami.
I used to sit and watch anime with my uncle a lot, and those series probably weren't the best for kids. We would watch Sayuki Reload, Tenjo Tenge, Inuyasha, and Fooly Cooly. Inuyasha and Sayuki Reload were usually on in the background while I played Lego Indiana Jones. I remember enjoying the bits I caught, but always being lost. Admittedly, I haven't rewatched these series, so I can't say much. Tenjo Tenge I did watch. Basically, this delinquent named Sorichiro and his friend Bob want to rule their school and just fight everyone that gets in their way. Then this girl Maya throws him out a window. And then her sister wants to marry him and smothers him daily. This series had nonsensical violence, edgy humor, and booba. Definitely not for children, but my 7-year-old self enjoyed the crap out of this show. Also, the OP went hard. Fooly Cooly. What can I say that hasn't been said? It's a great series. I think its hyperactive randomness for comedy is what really hooked me as a kid. Also Haruko. I just thought it was the coolest thing. The teen girl smokes, there's robots, the music is really good, I saw a South Park reference, and I laughed. It was a weird series I never understood, but I watched every rerun. I still don't understand it. But that's the beauty of Fooly Cooly. It's not supposed to make sense. Just let your brain rot and watch Haruko in a bunny girl outfit. For an entire summer, I played Dragon Ball Z Budokai on the PS2 religiously, and this was still before I watched the series. I knew the basics. This was Goku, these are Dragon Balls, Super Saiyans were blonde, Chi-Chi in Spanish means boobies.
Nice.
I learned most of the Dragon Ball Z story through the game, so after button mashing through hours of free play, I'd go online to watch the fights from the anime, and in doing so, my life was opened up to the world of AMVs. Early AMVs were so good, the text fading in and out on a colored background, fights synced to Linkin Park, or Papa Roach. Come on, that was the shit. Watching every Super Saiyan form while Remember the Name blasts my computer speakers was my favorite pastime. Look at that crisp, clear picture. There was also Naruto AMVs I'd watch all the time. The Animal I've Become, Until the Day I Die, or more Linkin Park. Naruto AMVs were peak, and in the suggested videos were always fan-made intros, paired with Bleach, Fullmetal Alchemist, Soul Eater, any other OP. There was also this channel, Itachi3399. They made the best OPs, usually only using 1OK Rock songs, which got me really into them back then. Now their music plays at Journeys. I would also watch Naruto Ultimate Fan Flash videos. Did anyone else watch these? There were an abundance of these videos. Very crude drawings mixed with meme culture of the time, or anything the creator thought was funny. Watching these now is like a flashbang of nostalgia. My brother and I used to quote these videos back and forth. I don't think we understood a lot of the references, but we were dumbass kids. Anything made us laugh.
We'll be right back to Naruto Shippuden, right here on Disney XD.
Yes.
Naruto Shippuden was on Disney XD around this time. I had to beg my uncle to let me watch it, which didn't always work out, so I missed a lot back then. In fact, Disney XD only aired Shippuden up until the Pain arc, so I had to watch the rest of the series on YouTube, in a little box with a Naruto border around it, broken up into 2 to 4 parts. And every so often, the channels I would watch it on would get their videos taken down. It was a struggle to watch Naruto back then. It was also a struggle to be a Bleach fan back then. I started watching Bleach as they were airing the Soul Society arc. Luckily, Charter on Demand had all the episodes up until that point, so I was able to catch up without any problems. Man, they were the GOAT back then. They fucking suck now. Fastest speeds my ass. But anyway, I watched the series from like 2006 to 2014, and being a Bleach fan back then was torture most of the time. There's a lot of episodes, and you had to watch them weekly, which meant you'd watch an arc for over 2 months, it's getting to a good part, then boom, filler arc for like 3 months. What the fuck? That was so stupid, and I was always confused. I don't know why they would throw filler arcs at us during good fights. Those arcs were pretty cool though.
You're in the middle of Dragon Ball Z Kai. We'll be right back.
The summer after Shippuden aired on Disney XD, over on Nicktoons, they were airing Dragon Ball Z Kai daily. and that was my first time watching Dragon Ball Z. I got super into it. I binged the entire series all summer and watched the reruns late at night. That theme song was stuck in my head every day. Once I finished the series, I wanted more, so eventually at Kmart, I got some Dragon Ball GT DVDs. I know this series is looked down upon by some, but I loved it. I thought Kid Goku working alongside Pan and Trunks, going around to different planets to collect the Black Star Dragon Balls was an interesting and fun idea for the story. Also, Super Saiyan 4 looks cool as fuck. I watched the DVDs out of order, but then found the full series on YouTube. It would be pretty cool if Canon Goku fought GT Goku. Oh shit. Man, that OP went hard too.
A brand new adventure begins, another challenge from Goku and his friends, and he's a Saiyan strong.
Back in the day, I rarely mentioned I watched anime, because you had to hide your love for it. I remember being made fun of for liking Naruto, and those people watch it now, and are fucking gatekeepers. Lamest people I know. All you would hear was, "Why are their eyes so big? They talk so fast. You still watch cartoons?" Or the classic, "Ew, tentacle porn. Fuck you." It's kind of wild how mainstream anime's gotten. Anime stores at the mall, manga at Target, McDonald's doing anime collabs. Well, here in the States that is. What the fuck happened? I don't know how to feel about it. Is it lame or cool? Are people cringe now for not liking anime? What has this world come to?